before we move forward and look at the next 3 to 5 years, let's just look at how the UK is today. So if you look at the start of January 2022, we're 3.6% ahead of last year, and the month-on-month manufacturing figures also look strong, where we're up to 0.8%, which is 0.6% ahead of the actual forecast. In terms of order books, the order books for the manufacturing sector in the UK are incredibly strong. However, we do have some challenges over the next several years. In terms of GDP over the last 40 years, and as we know, GDP is a really good health indicator for the UK economy. GDP has actually declined over the last 40 years, and it's now less than 10% of the GDP. And when you compare the UK to some economies, like Germany and South Korea, where the GDP is 20%, we can see that we've still got some way to go. And it's also widely recognised that unless GDP for manufacturing is 15% by 2025, the UK could see a decade of decline.
Yeah, so when we talk about using the vast amount of data in a smart way, we're talking here about how do we optimise processes. So it's all about saving time, saving money and saving resources while creating the most efficient processes we can within our manufacturers.
I'd say that the major concerns today of our clients and stakeholders is really the supply chain. You know, we've seen a real strain on the supply chain from raw materials, copper, metals, plastics, chipsets. So that's a real concern today of how we improve our supply chain and get it back to normal. WAGO UK and Ireland have worked really hard to try and alleviate that problem for their customers and clients. We've done this by extra investment in stock and trying to really plan ahead and make sure that we have the right tailored supply chain for all our customers' needs.
So my personal opinion, I don't ever see replacing completely 100% of a labour force. We need to be able to combine both elements of the human and also the technology advancements we see in automation to create the most efficient processes we can within an organisation.
I think in today's market, the key thing is post-pandemic is to really build those strong relationships with customers at every level. So making sure that we understand the decision makers and work really closely to understand the client's needs and then service their needs in the marketplace. So when we look to the future as well and younger people coming through, there's absolutely a gap in skill sets in the marketplace today. And we really need to invest in the future and our children of the future. So when we look at, for example, the STEM program, science, technology, engineering and maths, that is really, really important for the future and for the employees of the future.